So everybody, and you know, we always think it's a woman thing, but men too, I guess, in some cases, want to get rid of unwanted hair. Dr. Anthony Youn, America's holistic plastic surgeon, is here, and we're talking hair removal, which is not a topic we address a lot, but it's important this time of year, right?
Oh yeah, everybody's doing it, and there's a lot of different ways to do it, so we can cover what's good, what's bad. There's a different way for everybody.
Yeah, okay, so let's start. So the basics is you have a razor. For some people, this can cause irritation, can cause razor bumps,
yep.
And it's very temporary.
And ingrown hairs, yeah. So it's the cheapest, the easiest way to do it. You just do it in the shower. But the negative is you're cutting the hair right at the surface, and so that's why it doesn't last as long as some of these other treatments.
I do find, ladies, by the way, if you shave with like a baby oil, you get a very nice, you know, finish. But again, it's very temporary, and it gets all in the razor. Okay, let's get rid of that. So the next thing, the next level would be waxing. Now this is from my home collection. It's called Nad's Body Wax Strips. This has not gotten much use, but anyway, so you can do it at home. You can do it at a salon or a spa.
Yeah, and so the idea behind waxing, obviously, is you put hot wax on the skin, and it really pulls the hair out by the roots.
Yes.
And that's why it lasts longer than just shaving, is because you're actually pulling it by the roots. You can get 2 weeks, maybe some people even get up to a month where they feel pretty smooth. But before you do that, that hair has to be grown out just a little bit, so it has something to actually grab onto and pull out.
And is it safe to do it at home?
It is, but you got to be careful, okay, because the wax, when we typically do it, and if it's hot wax, you got to be careful that you don't burn yourself. That's the #1 thing.
Yeah.
I usually recommend, if you're going to get waxed, go to somebody who does it as a job, you know, in a spa, that type of thing.
Go to a professional.
Yeah.
Okay, so waxing, and this is a version of the Epilady is a brand name, but this basically, it works like waxing, where you turn it on and it actually just pulls the hair out at the root, which is, it sounds painful. It is a little bit painful, but this too would be in the same category as waxing.
Yeah, and so when you're pulling it out by the root, then you are going to get that longer term, that smoother effect, because once again, with shaving, especially if you've got a razor that's dull, you're going right on the surface of the skin, and you may not really get as smooth as you'd like to be.
All right, let's talk about laser. So this is a home laser kit, right?
Yeah, so there are 2 types of laser hair removal. You can go to a doctor's office or a med spa. You can get that done. It can be expensive, but you have somebody else do it for you. You do need multiple treatments because you're only zapping the hair follicles that are in that growth phase then.
How many growth phases are there?
Well, there's a growth phase, there's a phase where the hair falls out, and then there's a phase where the hair is just quiet.
Okay.
And so it can go through these phases depending on what week it is.
Right.
And so you're only zapping the ones that are in the growth. That's why you need multiple treatments, sometimes up to 10, to really effectively get rid of that hair.
Do these work, the home laser treatments?
The home hair laser treatments do. The problem with the home hair laser treatments, you need a lot of treatments because it's not as powerful.
Okay.
And if you can look at this one, this is one of the top ones by Silkn, the spot size is small. So if you can imagine zapping your legs with this.
So this area has to touch every part that you want to
remove the hair. If you can imagine doing your legs with that and having to do it 10, 20 times to really get effective, I mean, that's a lot of time. And so, you know, it's an inexpensive way to do it. You can get these devices online. They may cost a couple $100s, which is a lot cheaper than going to a doctor's office.
All right,
but
one more thing.
A lot of time.
Electrolysis, is that still something that people do?
Yeah, so electrolysis basically is when you take a little fiber and you zap each individual hair follicle.
Wow.
So the problem with laser hair removal is it only works if you have darker hair, usually with lighter skin.
Yes.
So if you've got blonde hair, if you've got gray hair, it doesn't work for that. So electrolysis is usually used for the face. So if you've got facial hair and it's colorless, then that's what you typically use it for. It's too painful to do, let's say, your legs or a guy's back. It's just because you got to literally zap each individual hair follicle.
Wow. All right. Yeah. It's a lot of work.
A lot just to get rid of hair.
Just to get rid of hair this time of year, too, because in the winter, we're not as worried about it, right?
No.
Dr. Youn, thank you, as always. Good stuff.